Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the love weekly for the sign of Aries. This is going to be a weekly love outlook into a connection that Aries has with someone. Alright, so let's get your oracle cards out first and foremost. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I start off the weekly love readings with the Spirits of Darkness and Light Oracle deck. So we're going to see what kind of energies are affecting this, and then we'll get into your traditional spread, traditional tarot deck. All right, we have Zombie Spirit, Spirit of Envy, and Spirit of the Dwelling Place. All right. Zombie Spirit, Spirit of submissiveness, emptiness, being controlled. Spirit of Envy, of course, that's resentfulness and discontent coming in. And then we have Spirit of the Dwelling Place, all right? So tower, structure, home, foundation, right? The dwelling place. So interesting. We won't know much about these energies until we get into your spread. All right, so now let me go ahead and pull out your cards, Aries, for you and your person. It's going to be for October 18th to the 25th. And it's just a weekly snapshot into a connection you have with someone, whether that person is new or coming in from your past, or if this is a current connection with someone you're in. So show me what's going on for my lovely Aries. Oops, got that Five of Swords. We'll see if he comes back later on. Show me what's going on, Aries. October 18th to the 25th. Show me. All right. Your person coming in with Nine of Wands, and you are resonating with Five of Cups. They see you as a Six of Cups, and you see them as an Ace of Wands. They desire Three of Cups, and you desire Page of Wands. And what needs to happen is King of Swords energy and Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom, we have another Five of Wands. All right, so Five of Wands is power struggle, arguing, bickering, trying to be the best, right? Competition, competing with each other. Who's the best? Who's on top? You know, right? It's power struggle. Five is the number for power struggle. We have another Five of Cups here. So let's get into it. Aries, this week, your person comes in with Nine of Wands, you come in with Five of Cups. So now these readings can be vice versa sometimes, but of course take it as it comes, right? So we have Nine of Wands for your person, Five of Cups for you, Aries. Your person is really coming out, they're beginning to come out of a period of isolation. They're beginning to realize what they need to do to get themselves out of where they're at. Nine of Wands is it is a kind of a wake-up call that comes in. It's when we begin to see how we've really alienated ourselves, right, from the world around us by our actions, by our I want to say by our reactions, our actions, our baggage, by our hang-ups, you know, a lot of the different behaviors that we exhibit, you know, and the different feelings and reactions that we exhibit are forms of, you know, protection, right? They're protection techniques, or sometimes we use them as a crutch, right, to get through a difficult time. But sometimes these behavior patterns then become quite compulsive, and they turn into sort of things that we carry around with us that in fact alienate us. So now they don't really help us so much. Now they're really serving to alienate us from our best life. And your person is dealing with this energy. They're coming out of a period of carrying a lot, I want to say. They're realizing that they're carrying a lot, and they're really waking up, but they're still kind of in the forest right now. They're still kind of in the storm of it all. They haven't come completely out of it. Now you're resonating with Five of Cups, Aries, and you are this week really regretful. You are very regretful of a past relationship. Something went wrong, And I'm not saying you're regretful because it was your fault, but you regret what happened with the relationship. And this is a week where you're really coming into the week with this energy. 5, like I said, is the number for power struggle, but with 5 of Cups, we find ourselves having an internal power struggle. An internal power struggle that is about choosing to wallow in kind of the regret and pain of the past, or being strong enough to sort of lift your head up and say, look, this doesn't always have to turn out like this, right? Sometimes we find it easier. Honestly, it can be easier to sort of stay with injuries from the past. Sometimes it can be easier to wallow or to obsess, on what went wrong, how it went wrong, and sit in that space, and rather than to sort of lift your head up and look to the future. And why is that? Well, a lot of times it's because the pain of the past is the pain that we know. It's a pain, yes, it hurts. Yes, it causes us misery, spirit of envy, and content. It causes us discontent, resentfulness, and misery, but we are familiar with it. What happens is that oftentimes we'll stay there because we're too afraid to move forward, because we are afraid of what the future holds. What pain does the future hold? At least you know this pain. This is one you've experienced it, and you know what it is. It can be much more terrifying, actually, to lift your head and look to the future, because there is that fear that you'll be hurt again, but this time, who knows what will happen, right? And that's really the core of why this is an internal power struggle for all of us when we've gone through something traumatic. This is how you guys are coming into the week, your person and you. Now, how do you see each other? Well, your person sees you as the 6 of Cups. This could be someone you've been friends with for a very long time. It could be someone that you are, you're friends with them, or you may have known them for a long time and are beginning to sort of maybe develop a love, or they're developing a love for you. 6 of Cups. It's a soulmate card, but it is also a friendship card. It's a card for pleasure. So it means that generally this person is seeing you as someone that they've had a lot of pleasure with. They see the relationship with you as pleasurable and harmonious. And oftentimes this comes from being friends with the person a long time. And yes, it develops into love down the road, because this is a love reading, not a friendship reading. But this love generally comes from having known somebody a very long time. This is also, the 6 of Cups is the soulmate card. And a lot of times you can see the youth on this card as symbolic of our souls when our souls were young. So it isn't even so much that you've known each other when you were young in this life, but that your souls may have known each other for a very long time through incarnations, and that's the connection. In any case, it really talks about a harmony that exists between two people because of a long-term, I want to say, rapport and pleasure and sort of fondness and harmony that has been established. And this is how they see you. You see them as an Ace of Wands. So you see them as a source of passion. Ace of Wands is the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. So it can be that they are a new source of sexual intensity for you. It could be that all of a sudden you are seeing them as a passion. You're seeing them with passion in your eyes, right? You're seeing them as a source of new passion for you. Ace of Wands can indicate a new relationship, certainly in a love reading, that is really, really strong, passionate, physical, sexy, attractive, just fire, fire, fire. Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire, right? So you guys see each other very, very fondly. I don't know if you guys are necessarily in a relationship just yet. You may be just now starting a relationship, but in any case, however it resonates for you, this is how you guys are seeing each other, and this is kind of where you're at. I almost feel like, and this is why I don't feel like you guys are in a relationship just yet, Aries, because of this 5 of Cups. Right? And because of this Ace of Wands, these two together, how you're coming in and how you're seeing this person. You come into the week with this misery and this discontent and this, reminiscing about the past, and boom, you see this person and they are a source of sort of new passion for you. So it could very well be that this is a new person. It could also be that this is an old friend of yours and you see them again and it's like reignited. What do you guys desire? Well, your person desires Three of Cups and you desire Page of Wands. They want to be social. They want to see you out and about. Again, it could be that you guys are friends. It could be that you guys know each other socially, and this is the source of the relationship. Again, it's interesting that you're coming in as desiring Page of Wands, because Page of Wands is very, very idealistic, but he is also very passionate. He goes after what he wants. He's not afraid to go after what he wants. And so for you, Aries, in this situation, you're wanting to go after this person, I think. I think you indeed come into the week feeling quite despondent with that Five of Cups, but this week, this person really lights a fire in you. And that Page of Wands, that youthful kind of like, yes, I want to go after this. This vision that you have is translating into this relationship, right? What you are desiring, following that Ace of Wands, which is how you see them. They desire, as I say, bonding. 3 in tarot is the number for bonding, loyalty, and virtue. 3 of Cups is that bonding that we have with friends when we gather and we socialize. So certainly if you are socializing, or you may be working in a field that is a social field, Aries, your person is going to be out and about for you this week. So what needs to happen? Well, for your person, King of Swords, for you, 7 of Pentacles. Well, your person really needs to be extremely honest. King of Swords is the rule maker, and they are also very much the disciplinarian. So your person needs to be extremely honest and forthright, and there may be a feeling of control here that your person needs to have. But in any case, King of Swords is very, very sure about how things should be done, right? He's the thinker, right? He's the king of air. He's the thinker. He's the one who strategizes. He's the one who sees very, very logically. So for your person, they're going to need rules. They're going to need to see that they can enforce rules. It could very well be that whatever past history you have with them, something about the connection for the two of you, for them, in order for them to really follow this with you, they need to feel like there is a real sort of, sorry about the focus, guys, there is a real sort of game plan to this relationship. They need to know what to expect. They want to know, you know, what's going to happen. They want to know that they can depend on you. They want to know that, you know, this is this, and this. This is how this is going to go. Right? So not so much that they need to be in control, but for this relationship to work for them, there needs to definitely be a real roadmap, and it can't be vague or wishy-washy. Now, for you, 7 of Pentacles, for everything to come, for you to be able to follow your passion and for you to be able to follow your desire here and come out of this, you may need to be rethinking what you're doing for work. So whatever it is in work that you're doing in business, Aries, it may be something that's really impacting your love life, or it may be something that is really impacting your ability to do what you desire, which is follow your passion. What is your true passion? I don't know that what you're doing right now is your true passion, and also what you're doing right now is impacting this connection that you have with this person. So this week you're going to be thinking a lot about that. Let's get some clarifiers. I feel like you two are both people who are coming out of very difficult situations, unhappy situations. Your person is coming in 9 of Wands, you're coming in 5 of Cups, and it's like you're friends, but you guys are finding each other. So Aries, this is going to be a reading for an Aries who is recently heartbroken or may have been heartbroken for a while, coming together with someone in their life that they know. I believe you know this person. I believe you already know them socially and friendship-wise. They certainly have fond feelings for you, and when you see them, you're going to be extremely turned on and excited. They're also coming out of something, and I feel like this is the week where you two find each other. What the rub is for them, that they require structure in a relationship to move forward, and for you, or structure certainly even moving forward with dating and getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? There's something about this King of Swords. They're really going to demand a lot of honesty, right? So this could depend on whatever connection you guys have in the past. And for you, Aries, something about the work that you do or the field that you're involved in, it's not necessarily a field you're happy with anyway. You're not necessarily happy with the fruits of your labor. And this whole re-evaluation of what you do for a living is what's going to really impact this relationship or this connection. We have the High Priest. We have 7 of Cups. Ooh, and 4 of Cups. Wow. Okay, now there is a little challenge here because Seven of Cups and the High Priest. Well, the High Priest is the High Priest, right? So we're talking about really maintaining. This is about commitment. You know, how committed are you? It could be that they know that you're not a very committed person, Aries, or vice versa. You know that about them. Whatever the case is, there may be a challenge here because High Priest talks about commitment. It's the Hierophant, but in this deck it's called the High Priest. The High Priest is very much all about talking about that commitment and that level of devotion and commitment, because our highest level of commitment is to our spiritual center, right? And so when the High Priest shows up, it's a reminder of us to stay true to who we are, to remain committed to our principles and morals. And in the love reading, it's certainly all about commitment when the High Priest or the Hierophant shows up. Seven of Cups, not to be confused with the High Priestess, okay? There is a High Priestess in this deck, but the High Priest in this deck, number 5, is the same as the Hierophant. Then you have Seven of Cups, which is really illusion and love, right? So, and then Four of Cups, which is not accepting that cup of love. So somewhere along the line, somebody here, listen, there's some pie in the sky feeling here. There's Seven of Cups is, you know, believing in a dream that's not necessarily going to come true. You know, it's pie in the sky. It's unrealistic expectations, oftentimes because nobody is making any real effort towards these expectations, right? It's genie in the bottle sort of thinking. And it's just really being unrealistic about a particular connection coming in for a lot of reasons. And then Four of Cups is that cup of love being handed and really not being accepted. So there is a challenge here. Something is going on here, and I think it has something to do with commitment and the fact that one of you, Aries or the other person, is having an unrealistic expectation of this connection, and what's going to happen is really one person is feeling like, oh, this is going to work out, it's going to be great, and the other person ultimately may not accept their cup of love. So either it's you or the other person, Aries, but something is here. But that real acceptance of a cup of love may not happen because there is some challenge. And for some of you, this may be some challenge from the past that was not resolved when it should have been resolved. And trying to resolve it now is a little bit unrealistic. It feels like one of you two are trying to fix something that happened in the past, that you're trying to fix it now, but you're not realizing how serious it was, and you're going to have to really make more of an effort. The expectation that you have now of what can happen in this connection is a little bit unrealistic. Nevertheless, there is love here, there is strength here, there is a connection here. But most importantly, Aries, for you, you're really the one coming out of this regret from the past. Feeling regretful over a past action and having to really reevaluate what you're doing now to follow your dream. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your reading, Aries, for October 18th to the 25th. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share Bow and Arrow Tarot. That helps me stay there and give you these, continue to give you these readings. But for right now, guys, I love you so much. Have a wonderful week, and I shall see you next week. Bye-bye, Aries.